Dear learners, good morning. I am Parikshit Pushkarna. I am here to teach you today the lesson 9, that is how to create presentations or PPT. So, presentations or PPTs, these are Microsoft's way of communication or presentation of your ideas or of your learnings or whatever topic you want to discuss. So, as part of your meetings or as part of your trainings or as part of your any course curriculum, you may want to refer to multiple things. So, multiple things means you want to refer to some text, you want to refer to some audio, you want to refer to some visuals, you want to refer some charts and graphics. So, in order to make sure that all of these different things or different types of material that are needed to be presented in a single session, you want to organize it better. So, Microsoft has a way of doing this presentation by utilizing the Microsoft software that is called Microsoft PowerPoint, and this comes as part of the Microsoft Office suite of modules. So, as part of this particular class, the lesson 9, what I am going to cover is the basic introduction that I have already covered. Then we are going to define the basic features of PowerPoint. Then we will work in this class on the PC to create some presentations, and then we will generate some slides. Then we will work upon the formatting of these slides as well. We will also add some text to the slides. Then we will work on inserting some charts or some graphics. In order to make it much more interesting, we will also add some sound or some animation effect. Then in the last, we will also show how to save these presentations and how to take different type of printouts of the presentations. And obviously during all these, we will have to run the slideshow so as to see whatever we are doing, are we getting what we want to see or we are not getting what we want to see. So, I am going to start with the basic features of PowerPoint. So, let me just take you to the entry point of the PowerPoint presentation. Going to all programs, then Microsoft Office, as I just said, it comes with Microsoft Office. So, here you have Microsoft Office PowerPoint. So, see, this is the ribbon. So, I click on Home ribbon and then I see there are different options available, which is a regular clipboard that we discussed in the class 7. Then we have these options of creating new slides using layouts, different type of layouts, we will be reading that, and then the formatting should be done with the fonts, and then we will also cover upon how to use the paragraphs settings so that various nitty-gritties of spacing the lines within the paragraph or alignment of the lines in the paragraph are done. So, these are the basic features of the PowerPoint presentation. Now, let us say if I want to start a new PPT, then I can click on new, and here you have some templates. So, Microsoft Office PowerPoint comes with some installed templates that you can use. So, here you can see that these are the installed templates on this particular computer. PowerPoint, classic photo album or introducing PowerPoint, pitch book, quiz show. So, and you can also download these templates from the web. You can just search, if you have internet, you can search in the Microsoft online template library and you can download the template and you can start working. But before we can reuse some existing template, I would like you to learn how to create the slides and what are the various layouts of the slides. So, let us say if you are working on to create some PowerPoint presentation for your class project work, then obviously you would like that your basic presentation should have the title. So, by default this is the title slide. So, in the title slide you can write title of my project, then your name. So, the layout is the title layout. Now, if you want to add a new slide, then it will give you various options of the layout. So, the next slide that you are going to add can be a content slide, can be a section header, can be a comparison, can be to content, can be blank, or can be picture with some picture with caption. So, what I would, had I been at your place, what I would do as a next slide in my presentation would be to add a section header that talks about project objective. My project objective goes here, and I write objective as the title. Now, as part of my next new slide, what I can do, I can add title and content. So, this is just an example. You can say that sub project 1 and then some details. You would have seen it will also, if you do not want to add these details, you can also use these 6 objects in the same content layout. You can add the 6 type of various objects. So, you can add insert a table, 5 column 2 rows. So, here in this place you have insert a table. These 6 are available here as well. Once you are done with the table, on the same slide you want to add some shapes. Let us say you want to add some process by using a line shape. I am connecting these. So, you have added some shapes. You can also add some photo album. You can, I am not sure if I have some pics, but let us try to add some pics over here. You can also add some photos and photo albums by, we have added some photo albums. You can also add a smart art in your content window. So, these smart art graphics are very powerful way of passing on your message to the target audience whom you are going to present your presentation. This is one of the latest features that Microsoft has added in the Microsoft PowerPoint, and it has got various inbuilt templates to provide you with a flexibility to create some robust presentation graphics. It has got process, organization hierarchy, or your automations. So, all these kind of functionalities are available on the fly within the tool, so that you are able to make very powerful presentations efficiently. So, let us see how this can be done. I will just try to create one small organization hierarchy. So, first let me just take a new slide just to make it. So, I will add a title and content, organization hierarchy, and I will insert a smart art graphics. I go to hierarchy, and then so very easily you can see that we have got this organization hierarchy. If you want to show in your project, what should be your project organization hierarchy? So, this is called the outline. You can also outline of this particular template. So, what you can do, you can just name your organization here, or maybe the top, it can be a name of your organization. Let us say ABC CEO. There are CFO or CTO. You can also add a box by using the same here. This is C, Chief Operating Officer, okay, COO. So, Board of Governance, okay, all the members of the board can be listed, Mr. XYZ and Mr. ABC, Mr. PQR, and so on so forth. So what you have done, you have created a very good looking organization structure, but very easily. So this was the feature that is called smart art, and you can see when you have done in the outline this structured, you can actually just click on the outline of this particular, go to the smart art tools. You can actually change the design, change the color slides or like this, and you can also change altogether the layout. You have lots of options. So you can actually test and play around with this data that you have created to use this smart art to your benefit. So this was about the smart art, and now that we have created these slides, you can actually manage your slide. If you want to, let's say you have to build two hierarchy, so need not to create the next hierarchy from the scratch. What you can do, you can simply do a duplicate slide, and then you can change your ABC by XYZ. So these are some tips to make and to work on your data entry more efficiently. So now you can duplicate the slide. If you want to move these up and down, you can do simply by dragging and dropping. So this is one way of arranging your slides. The another way of arranging your slide is also to navigate, and then you can cut and paste. So that is another way. You can also navigate and cut and paste simply as you do it with your other objects in the office. So these are the working with the slides. And let's say if you want to explain something with each slide, there is a place that is called the contextual notes. So you can actually add the contextual notes, the notes that belongs to the context of this slide. You can add something here about the organization and its hierarchy. So you can add these notes everywhere, so you can actually refer, and these notes can also be printed along with the slides. We will touch upon this topic when we will be doing the printouts, what different kind of printouts we can take. So see, you can add notes everywhere, okay, blah blah blah, okay, you can add these kind of notes, okay. So these notes will come handy while you will be making your presentations. You can just refer to these notes, okay. So these notes will also be available on the printout of the page, so that you can refer if you are doing a meeting with the PowerPoint presentation in the printouts. As part of, now let's go back to the presentation and see what have we covered so far. So we have defined the basic features, we have created and generated the slides. Now we want to add the text to the slides and see how we can do the formatting of this text. So what you can do, I'll refer to the same presentation. Let's add some text over here. So you have text on the insert ribbon. You can add some text over here. Okay, these are the text that you can enter, and you can follow the same formatting of this text as you can do in the Microsoft Word. Use various fonts. If you want to increase or decrease the font size, you can use this font feature, and you can also change the colors from the font. So this is the regular Microsoft Office font feature. You can use this particular feature as well, just to make it efficient. If you want to convert it in the sentence case, it will be treated like a sentence. If you want all to be in the uppercase. You want to make it a title, means capitalize each word. See, all your word initiated letters are in the title case. You can also use toggle. Every alternate, it will be toggled. Whatever you have, it will be opposite. So, these are the features of the font. If I go to paragraph for the text, so you can use the basic, do a bullets. You can also use some numbering using numbers, and you also have this line spacing. See, if you want to show the, by default there is line spacing of 1, but if you want to increase or decrease the line spacing, you want to make sure that there are some space between the two lines, so as to make it more readable. You can actually increase or decrease your line spacing, or by default it will come 1. So, these are the various options that are available in the tab. So, you can also, let us see, on the same place you want to increase, you want to put some chart on this side and you want to present some vertical text. So, that can also be done using this text direction. So, presentation. So, your whole text is vertical now. So, that was about the paragraph and how to add a text. So, now I am coming back to the topic of how to insert chart and graphics, but before than that I would like to cover more on the layouts and the design. So, now you have actually created a basic presentation. You can also delete the unwanted slides. Now, see, you have created some basic looking presentation. So, you can actually run your slide by using a shortcut of F5 or by clicking on the slideshow. So, you can see that whatever you have created, and you can press the mouse to go to the next slide. So, this is the way you actually run your slideshow. Now, Microsoft comes with a very powerful feature I would like to discuss about this. So, this feature of the presentation is called designs and inbuilt layouts. So, using the design tab, whatever you have been working, you have put your creativity, you have designed some presentations by selecting some shapes, some smart arts, some adding some text. If you do not have a lot of time, then you can rely upon these designs, and these designs will make your presentation much more appealing. So, let us see how these designs template can be used, and how you can also modify these design templates, so that your PowerPoint presentations looks much better. So, I am going to do that for you practically. So, you go to this design tab, and then let us say you have selected this as a basic. So, you have got various designs that you can add. So, let us select this and see how my presentation looks now. So, is it appealing to you? I think this is not too good. So, I can actually, depending on what kind of presentation or what kind of audience I have, I can actually select various kind of templates available here. Let us select one, and we can actually change various colors, we have lots of options available. We can change the fonts. So, this has chosen, by doing these modifications to your design, you can actually modify your template, and you have got nice looking presentation. You had worked on the basic one, but now you see you have got a wonderful presentation. Now, how to save it? Save is simple as any other Microsoft document. You can actually save your presentation in any of the folder that you want. And one thing that is very special about PowerPoint is that we have multiple options to take print. So, what exactly do you want to print? We have an option of print what. So, now if you see, then it will print the slides as it is. I will close the print review. If you want to print the handouts for a class, let us say you have 50 students and to the 50 students in your class, you don't like to waste a lot on the papers, so you can actually print multiple slides on the same page and call it as a handout. And another option to print is you take the notes of the pages along with the slides. So whatever you had entered as part of the notes, the contextual notes that we discussed in the class, those can be added. So since I didn't had any here, you see that I had put a note that about the organization and its hierarchy in this slide. So on this page it will come as it is. Now there is also one more option available. If you want to just take the outline view, you don't want to spend a lot on the colors, cartridges, you just want the outline view. So what is the outline view? Whatever you are able to see in the outline. So this is the outline, whatever you have put here, you just want to make a short summary, short note of the page, and you can use it as a scribbled page for your quick meeting, so that you do not spend a lot of time. So this will be the best option. So with this, I think what we have covered so far is we have come to the end, and in this class we have defined the basic features of PowerPoint and how to create the presentations, how to generate slides and flip through the slide, how to add slide, how to add some pictures, graphics, add sound, and how to save the presentation, how to run the presentation, and how to print the presentations for your specific purpose. So I hope this learning session was helpful, and I would like to thank you